This is Call of Duty Warzone running on a 3.6 gigahertz Intel Core i9 9900K with 64 gigs of RAM and a 4 gig NVIDIA GeForce GTX 970 video card. So today, what we're doing is, a buddy of mine at work wanted a system for Warzone, and I told him I could probably put him something together that would make him happy for around $500 or $600. But in order to do that, I need a mid-grade card like a 970 to do the job. And I just picked up this card yesterday. It's an MSI. What the heck do they call it? I don't even remember what MSI calls it. It's the really common black and red cooler that they used until fairly recently, though. I think they used it until I think they used it through the 1080 Ti. So like 2017, 2018, something like that. It's that really big black and red one. Everyone would recognize it. But anyway, so we are looking to see if the 970 can deliver. As you can see, I've got all my cores utilization listed. I normally don't do that. The reason I'm doing that on this one is because since I'm testing it on my 9900K, which is an 8-core 16-thread, I want to see how the game's actually utilizing all these all the cores. That'll give me a better idea of how much impact the more powerful processor is going to have, since this is going to be going on a system with probably an i7 6700 or an i7 4790 or a 4790K. So if I'm only seeing 4 CPUs worth of utilization as I'm playing, then I know that the faster chip will help, but it's not going to be like world-changing. If I'm seeing major usage on all of these threads, then that's going to give me a good idea that the faster CPU is going to be a major difference. So let's go back for a second and look at the options. I actually set it reasonably high. The stuff that I saw on according to the game developer, was that this should run a medium setting, but I have everything's either medium or high. Normal, I think. Well, this is kind of a weird game. It doesn't have in all cases a low, medium, or high. Normal is kind of that is technically the high. Texture resolution is, let's see here, low, very low. Okay, so we're technically at a medium or a high versus a very high or ultra setting. High. There's a lot of. It's definitely a very, very high medium or a low to medium high, if that makes sense. Got the anti-aliasing turned down. I don't really want to drain the system with that. It is running at 1080p, and it is rendering at 1080p. Rendering at 1080. Okay, so let's get to the game, and we're just going to play the training mission. That really should, unless there's something I'm not aware of here, it won't be perfect, but it really should give a reasonable impression of what kind of performance to expect. So let's get to it, and we'll see how it runs, and see if we're getting some initial good vibes on the system, and go from there.
Battle Royale. Welcome to Warzone.
Enemies in the area!
Use your TAC map and choose when to deploy from the aircraft. The white circle on your TAC map shows where the gas closes in. The timer shows how long you have before that happens. Plan ahead,
That's our drop
find
zone.
weapons,
Get
stay
ready.
out of the open, and you'll make it.
Enemies in the area!
Jump out of the aircraft, soldier. I suggest pulling your chute before you hit the ground. Using your chute lets you glide away from everyone else, but you'll get on the ground late. Eliminate all targets in the AO. Search inside the buildings for weapons and ammo. Listen for the hum of nearby supply boxes. Keep searching the building until you find a better weapon. You need a weapon, soldier. Find one. Good work. Red dots on the minimap show the location of nearby enemies. Now hunt them down.
Target down! Reloading! Reloading!
Well done. The upper right part of your HUD shows how many enemies remain.
Reloading! Shit!
Gas is moving.
Target down!
Grab some armor plates.
Reloading! Reloading!
Gas is moving in. New safe zone located. Enemy dropping into the AO.
Reloading!
Grab some armor plates.
Reloading!
Okay, so I am actually really impressed with these numbers. I'm going to turn the anti-aliasing up a little bit. I can kind of see some hinkies with that, and the anti-aliasing will help. So let's see if we can turn it on without dying. Anti-aliasing. Okay, let's turn that up just a little. See what we get. Okay, so that definitely... It's almost like the dang thing runs better the higher I turn the... Well, okay, I guess that's a little bit... That's definitely a little bit of a hit. But, I don't know, 65 to 70? I don't know if that's going to make a huge difference in playability. But I'm definitely seeing a visual difference, a big visual difference here. Let's drop a little bit. Let's go one level down. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Okay, anti-aliasing. Let's do one. Let's see if that helps us without actually hurting frame rate too bad. Okay, that's interesting. That must be a... Must be a draw distance issue. Okay. But I think I'm good with this. It seems to help with the, well, oh no. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, maybe I'm not dead. Dang it. Okay, try that again. Let's see here. Da-da-da. Anti-alias. Okay, let's do that. Okay. I think I like that a lot better. Doesn't seem to be a substantial hit compared to
A helicopter will provide extraction for the last survivor.
the other way. Okay, so let's kill the mic here and get back to the game.
Good luck. Grab some armor plates.
Reloading!
Fueling up now. Get this done. Sharpish. You're in the top 3.
Reloading!
Well done.
Reloading!
You're the last 2. Bring home the win. Gas is inbound. Moving in. New safe zone located.
Reloading!
Proper job. Close one, mate, but you made it. Well done. Extraction's inbound. Stand by.
Okay, so those are some pretty encouraging initial results. Actually, a lot better than I would have guessed. The CPU usage is kind of interesting. It looks like it scales across multiple cores and threads really well to some degree, but it's fairly low utilization of a large number of cores. So depending on how good CPU usage optimization is, it's possible that a 4-core 8-thread is still going to run this reasonably close to this. I'm not going to know, though. Yeah, see, look at that first core. That's a good indicator. So I'm not going to know until I put it on a lower end system, but this is pretty encouraging. If you're a frame rate junkie, I would probably recommend leaving all the quality settings the same, or the what do they call it? Post rendering or whatever. The anti-aliasing, stuff like that, I'd leave that all the same and just turn down like texture quality, but leave all the anti-aliasing the same. I'm guessing that would probably push it up to like maybe a medium setting, maybe 70 to 80 FPS, something like that. But I hope you guys find this interesting, and I'm going to do a lot more with this over the coming days to see just what the limits of what this game needs to run at an enjoyable level are. But and this video card is going to get paired with either a i7 6700 or an i7 4790 or 4790K. So once I get that paired up and I'm able to game on that with this, I'll post some more videos to kind of give you guys an idea. But I hope everybody finds this interesting and informative, and thanks for watching the video.